What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Corsa. I have the car jacked up in the air. I'm basically going to be doing a full service today, and I'll say a full service, but that'll probably be minus the air filter, because as some of you guys know, I have a K&N cabin filter, which is a lifetime filter. They're supposed to last like 1,000,000 miles, as long as obviously you keep cleaning them. Mine's been in for about, I don't know, 20,000 miles now, so I've already cleaned it like once or twice before, but I'm just going to clean it again today. I'm not going to do like the whole oil in it and everything. I'm just going to give it a quick hoover. Shouldn't be that dirty anyway. But yeah, then I'm going to be doing the oil filter, which I like to do like every 5,000 to 8,000 miles. I'm going to be doing the cabin filter and the fuel filter as well. So yeah, here we are. We've got the 1.3 CDTI, so that's the 1.3 diesel engine. I'm going to start with the oil filter, and then I'm going to drop the oil from the pan then. I usually like to start with the oil filter first, because if you drop the oil first and then you do the oil filter, once the oil's already drained out, you're going to get some oil and particulates that fall out of the filter, and that's not going to drain like as efficiently. So if you take the filter out first, anything that's you know, any bad sort of particulates, they can drain into the actual sump, and then like drain out more freely when you drop the sump plug then. And as well as, you know, doing like pretty much a full service, I'm actually going to be removing all of the intake pipes. So you have the intake pipe at the front here, which goes from the front bumper, that goes into the airbox, it goes round there to the MAF, all the way around here, down here underneath the engine cover, down to the turbo. And then there's also some boost pipes, which, let me have a look, they run down there. I'm not sure if I'm going to remove like the lower ones, but I'm definitely going to be removing the one that goes from the intercooler at the bottom up into the intake manifold, and just give everything just a good clean up, because I know it's going to have some oil in from the crankcase breather. Okay, then, so first thing is first, I'm going to crack this oil filter. Okay, it doesn't need to be way tight. I'm going to get some tissue actually, because that's going to run out. At least the oil's nice and warm, should drain properly. It's just the old filter for inspection. Can't see any huge chunks, so we're going to say that's alright. I should also point that I've just taken the dipstick out to clean it as well. It's tight. Try not to drop this. Okay then, so while the last little bit of oil's draining, I'm going to go ahead and remove all this intake piping. So I'm going to start with this pipe at the front, remove the airbox, and then just, you know, work my way around, and then eventually get to the boost pipe, which goes from the intercooler into the intake manifold. And obviously all this is going to be removed as well, so inside there is the fuel filter, so the fuel filter housing and everything, I'm going to be removing all that, and just so it gives me better access to do everything. Okay then, so with the intake pipes before the turbo all removed now, I'm going to go ahead and tackle the fuel filter housing. It's just like two pipes, one that goes in, one that goes out of it. You need, well, it's best to use fuel filter pliers on these, just to get these little clips out, and then there's one on the top as well, a little electrical connector. The reason I'm actually going to be removing the complete housing is because it just gives better access to get to these boost pipes that are just down there. And yeah, because there's one that goes from the intercooler, which is like a rubber pipe, and then it meets like kind of halfway just right next to the thermostat, and then that goes into a hard pipe then into the intake manifold. So let's get this off now. Okay then, so with the fuel filter housing removed, I can actually then go ahead and remove this like bracket, which is just held on by two nuts and bolts at the back there, just underneath these brake lines. There's one just down there and one down here. I'm pretty sure these are like either 10 or 13 millimeters. So let's crack them off and then let's get this removed. Yeah, they're 13s. Okay, so we have the boost pipe out, so this is the rubber part, and then it meets in here with a Jubilee clip and it goes onto the hard pipe, and that end goes into the intake manifold. Okay then, so here's how we're looking at the moment. I actually went ahead and replaced the gear linkage. This is the old one. There should be like connector rod on there as well, for a nice shiny new one down there. That's all been fitted. But now, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the oil filter in, put the new oil filter in, and then clean out all the intake pipes and do the fuel filter and clean the air filter and everything else, and obviously fill it up with oil. But yeah, you'll see that now. Okay, first, oh. Whoops. Probably not a good idea to place the oil where you're about to walk. Yeah. Okay then, so first thing is first, I'm going to put the dipstick back in. And we're going to put the oil filter in. Okay, let's give this a wipe. There's actually a seal on this O-ring. Off. Put the new one on. Now usually you try and fill an oil filter up with oil to prevent like a dry start, but because this is one of these like a paper style filter, if I fill that up it's actually just going to run out the side. So I'm just going to put like a few drops in just for safe measure. Okay. This cap does not need to be over tightened, by the way, it's literally just plastic, so 25 Newton meters. That'll do, I'm not going to tighten any more than that. Okay. It's the ooh. No, it's just like plastic. Actually a lot dirtier than what I thought it was going to be. It's just like, it's like plastic. Like a black bin liner's been in there. That side's fairly clean. That should be clean anyway, that side. Yeah, definitely going to give this like probably a brush off and a hoover as well and a wipe down, because actually seen better days. That. And wash this out as well, clear all the leaves out. Yeah. Okay, then, so with the air box put back together, obviously I've hoovered the air filter. It wasn't actually that bad, to be fair, in the end. I've got the fuel filter housing here. You actually have a drain screw on the bottom, so you just turn that, he says. Probably going to need some wires to turn that. Let's use some more grips. Oh. You can see that's just draining out. Smells lovely. Now there is supposed to be a tool which fits over this to get the top of this thing off. It has like, just like fits over there, and you basically can get a ratchet on it then. I don't have that, so I'm going to have to use a hammer and a chisel just to knock these things around, but I hope it's not too tight. Shouldn't be, because it only should be done up to 30 newton meters, so see how we get on. Can't do it by hand though. Done. Okay then, so I'm pretty sure we have everything back together now. So obviously all of the intake pipes are back on, fuel filter and fuel filter housings back on. Yeah, the pipe work going from the intercooler to the intake manifold is back on, and I've actually fitted a gasket on the between the pipe and the intake manifold. There wasn't even one on before, and there was actually a bit of oil leaking out as well. Obviously the oil being from the crankcase breather. I'm hoping that's going to cure that leak there, but I guess time will tell. But yeah, everything's back together now. I'm going to leave the cabin filter, which is just under there, till tomorrow. So I'm just going to lower the car down on the floor, fill it up with oil, start it up, and then see how it runs. then, so it is a new dawn, a new day. Not long woke up, but we're back working on the Corsa again today. And pretty much all that's left to do is the cabin filter, and then I'm just going to do little things like top up the screen wash, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty much out of that. And then we're going to check the oil again, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just going to wrap up the end of the servicing of the Corsa. Okay then, so on this car, like most cars, the cabin filter is actually like placed in a pretty good position. It's like very easy to change. It's actually just behind here, just behind this firewall. You just have to take this piece of trim, you obviously have to take this rubber seal off, take this piece of trim out, and I'm pretty sure you have access to it then. I'm pretty sure it's just held on by like 2 clips. But we'll get all this off and then let's have a look what we're working with. Okay then, so I've removed that piece of trim, and you could actually get, I'm guessing you're supposed to just remove this whole piece of cowling. It's going to be a lot more work than what I'm guessing I need to do. I'm pretty sure I can just be able to squeeze that through there. There's just 2 securing clips. There's one. Yeah, so there. I'm going to slide that out of there and slide the new one in. The worst in the world, but it's definitely got some pollen and other crap in there, so we're going to change it. Yep, all in. Both clips turn up. Job's a good one. Right up to the max line. Looks good to me. Okay then, so that is the servicing done on the Corsa for now. I've still got like a whole load of other jobs to do. I've actually got some little mods to do as well. I've got a new steering wheel, gear knob, and loads of other little bits as well. Some interior lighting mods as well to come. So stay tuned for them. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you in that next video. Peace!